All right, shalom, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, all honor, and all glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachakwadash. I'd also like to give double honors to my elders, bishops, and apostles of Great Millstone that do well. And I would like to say peace and salutations to the Lord's elect, to the hopeful elect in the 1/3, and Adawan Ratazah. This lesson will be edifying as well as exhorting to the sincere sheep of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai Bahashem Rakakwadash, and the Wada Abanawa Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai Bahashem Rakakwadash. Forgive me the inspiration to do this lesson. And as the title reads, the culmination of prophecy. All right. And just wanted to do a real quick lesson. A lot of things are just going on. All right. Every day there's something new. Okay. There's something new prophetically taking place throughout the earth. And yeah, man, we're in beautiful times. Okay. And where I'm at in the East Coast of upstate New York, it is now sundown, which it is a Sabbath unto us. Matter of fact, I'll start off with that. It is a Sabbath unto us, as well as the Day of Atonement. Okay, so very beautiful. All right, very beautiful times to be serving Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, man. Okay, and not to be in the world. Not to be in the world. Not to be a Gentile, wicked, or evil. So real quick, let me get this real quick. So today is a Sabbath for us, as well as a Day of Atonement, and it is a high holy day. Leviticus 26 and Leviticus 23. Let me grab that real quick. I believe it's Leviticus 23 and 26, and I think we actually could start at 23. But I just want to get this real quick, and then I'm going to jump into some prophecy. Leviticus 23. Here we go. Right here. It says Leviticus 23 and 26, and the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, also on the 10th day of this 7th month, there shall be a day of atonement. It shall be a holy convocation unto you, and ye shall afflict your souls, which is not eating or drinking. So now from sundown to sundown, okay, we just truly rely on the Spirit. All right, we rely on the Spirit, of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, keeping us, just like how he kept us in the wilderness. Okay, so let's keep reading this real quick, and then I'm going to jump right into prophecy. All right, so it says right here again, okay, and Adon Ratazah, me and the brother are going to actually link up later, if it be the Lord's will, and we're going to do a Day of Atonement specific, maybe a walk and talk, something like that. All right. It says, it shall be a holy convocation unto you, and ye shall afflict your souls and offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord, and ye shall do no work in that same day, for it is a day of atonement, to make an atonement for you before the Lord your power. So right here, okay, and Yahushai is our atonement, but we rehearsing the righteous acts, still rehearse this high holy day, instead of just being lackadaisical, chilling, being in the flesh, we're rehearsing the righteous acts, okay, to the best of our ability. So I just want to do that real quick. So we are in the Day of Atonement. So call all Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Shem Rakakwadash, and I just got a KJV notification on my cell phone, and it said, just pray, everything will be fine. All right. So now that I got that out the way, for you beloved brothers and you few sincere sisters, hey, check this out, man. A culmination of prophecy. Look at this. All right. Look at this. Breaking news. Okay. You hear our elders and our apostles always going to that breaking news, breaking news. Well, guess what? Breaking news. Trump's plan to use U.S. cities as military training grounds. Okay. Trump plan to use U.S. cities as military training grounds. So, of course, we got to fact check it. Yes, on September 30th, 2025, so-called September 30th, so-called 2025. We don't even know. Oh, look, a 6.9 earthquake just went down. I just got a notification about that in the Philippines, which I think that was earlier, but I just got the notification now. Okay, so it says, so prophecy is happening. Okay, prophecy is truly happening. You have to accept it for what it is. Okay, it says, yes, on September 30th, so-called September 30th, he changed times. Okay, 2025, Nero said that the military should use dangerous American cities as training grounds, he made the remarks during an address to senior military leaders at Marine Corps Base Quantico in Virginia. Okay, so what is this showing you? Let's actually look into a little more. All right, what is this showing you? Okay, this showing you that Jacob's trouble is on the way. And this is what you would call in a chess match, a trade-off. All right, I'm going to get the word culmination. Okay, let's go right here. Let's put this in. Watch. In chess, what is a trade-off? Let me go like this. A trade. That's what's taking place. I like to play chess. I think it's a very fun game. And there's in particular point in chess when you move a piece, they move a piece, you move a piece, they move a piece, and it comes to a point where the next move is going to lead to a culmination. It's going to lead to a trade-off. I take that, you take this, he takes that, you take that, and it's whoever strategically had the right pieces in the right places is going to win that trade-off, and ultimately we're going to win. Okay, so let's put what is a trade-off in chess. Yep. I'm just curious what it says, and we're going to get a couple of precepts. In chess, a trade-off refers to an exchange of pieces where both players capture each other's pieces. It's a strategic decision to improve your position by giving up one of your pieces for an opponent's piece, often with the goal of trading a bad or passive piece for a good or active one. See? So this is chess. It's not checkers. So putting this here, placing that there, allowing this to take place, claiming they did this to you while you do that to them. So it's a trade-off that's getting ready to happen. Okay. Now let me go into this word culmination real quick. Did I get a precept yet? Okay. Let me grab a precept. If I haven't yet. Okay, I did Leviticus, but let me do another. I gotta read precepts while I'm speaking. I gotta get this. You just got to. Jeremiah 30. Okay, this is getting ready to take place, man. Jeremiah 30 and 7. Alas, let's start at 6. It says, let's actually go to an NLT. We read this all the time. It's beautiful to go to other translations as long as you know the breakdown. Jeremiah 30 and 6. Jeremiah 30:6. Now let me ask you a question. Do men give birth to babies? Then why do they stand there ashen-faced, hands pressed against their sides like a woman in labor? So this is showing you that it's going to be a very, 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 very bad time, in so much that even the masculinity of men is going to be, put to the test, and even men themselves are going to be, hunched over out of fear, out of fright, out of pain, out of agony. Okay, and it says in all history, look at this. In all history, there was look at this. In all history, let's hide that. In all history, there has never been such a time of terror. Okay. And what did Elder Apostle Gabar has been calling Yahweh, the king of terror, man. Okay. So great terror is getting ready to come to this land. And specifically, Donald J. Trump, Nero, all right, is specifically targeting areas where Jake is. Okay. I seen a video earlier where they said, he's not going after, he's not going after the PEDOs, he's not going after, real problems. Okay. The problems that they're going after is Jake, because just like in the ancient time, Nero used the Christians as a scapegoat. Okay. In the ancient times, Nero used Jake as a scapegoat. So this is what we're getting ready to witness, but it's also prophecy. So this is a plan and a ploy that they believe will help them further their trade-off in this game of chess. But in actuality, they will lose the trade-off prophetically. Okay. So now let me go back to my points here. All right. It says, in all history, there has never been such a time of terror. It will be a time of trouble for my people Israel, yet in the end they will be saved. That's fire. It says, but he shall be saved out of it. And that he is speaking about Jacob. Now, I'm going to hold that, and I want to precept it with this because it lines up perfectly. But before I do, I want to give you some more fun facts. We could take this one out. Okay, so what I wanted to mention was, remember years ago, 2015, around the time Trump was running for president, I believe, We can actually Google that real quick. Let's put this in what year? I think this is the year, or was it 16? What year did it was 2016 he became president? Let me see. Oh, 2017. Okay. So the 16 going into the 17. Exactly. All right. Just wanted to make that point. So, but look at this. In 2015, Jade Helm, some of you may not remember this, but I remember this. Jade Helm was a routine routine air quotation, was a routine U.S. military training exercise conducted across multiple southwestern states in 2015 that was widely amplified by conspiracy theories, while the military described it as a large-scale training simulation to practice skills in a domestic environment. See that? In a domestic environment. So they were specifically training in U.S. cities, okay? And did not Trump just say, hey, you should train in these dangerous U.S. cities. Use it as a training ground. You see that? So Jacob's trouble is on the way, and this is specifically targeting Jake because he wants them to go in areas where you have Jakes that are being wild bulls in a net, which under the Biden administration, they allowed them to enact these crimes. But the scriptures say iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold, people shall be psycho, savage-like, perilous times. So the last administration of the presidential campaign over Babylon, they allowed lawlessness. So now that was the chaos. And now with Nero, this is going to be for order out of chaos. So first bring chaos so that they can bring order. But what order? A new world order. See that? Look, justification for military action. He described crime and immigration as a war from within and an enemy from within, which is Isaiah 19, 2nd Ezra 15. They shall invade one another. That's all happening right now, okay, on a very small, subtle scale, but it's only going to increase, going back to the trade-off like chess. You put your piece here, they're going to put their piece here. He puts his, you see? All right, and it says asserting that this makes it necessary to use the military for domestic law enforcement. Perfect. This is perfect. This is what has been being told, starting with our elders and apostles for years. Okay, that martial law was coming, FEMA camps were coming, lockdowns, all these are coming, and it's culminating. And I'm so glad I said that word through the Spirit. So let me get that. What is a culmination? A culmination, look at this, a culmination, the highest or climatic point of something, especially as attained after a long time. This is a culmination taking place, okay? We've been waiting for quote unquote a long time. So this is the highest or climatic point of something, especially as attained after a long time, okay? So this is happening. Culmination refers to the final decisive point or highest stage, which makes me think of Revelations 18, for her sins have reached unto heaven. It says decisive point or highest stage of something, or the act of reaching that point. It implies a process or a series of events that have been building up to a conclusive result, often a climax or achievement. For example, the culmination of years of research in the study itself, representing the final stage of the long process. This is where we're at. This is literally where we're at. We're at the culmination of this point of prophecy. So this is why all these situations are culminating into one. Look at Europe to replace passports with biometrics. All of a sudden, this just comes out. Entry exit system. What did Trump say? The entry exit visa tracking system. And it will be beautiful. It will be on land, sea, and air. And I used to actually have the video of that. Oh, I think I got it right here. Look at this. Listen to this.
We will finally complete the biometric entry exit visa tracking system, which we need desperately. We will ensure that this system is in place. And I will tell you, it will be on land, it will be on sea, It will be in air. We will have a proper tracking system.
And if it hasn't come clear for you, it's pretty much here in this first story from MintPressNews.com. And I actually talked about this a couple mornings ago on my morning show. Africa to be testing ground for trust stamp vaccine record and payment.
All right, we'll leave it right there. Okay, see? Okay, look at this. Okay, and then Trump said this years ago. Now they're rolling it out. So you can see the culmination of prophecy. Okay, so something very big is going to happen that's going to cause people to be afraid. They're going to, there was a video that just came out of troops walking down the street, and they were telling the citizens, we're here for you. Remember, he's fork-tongued, he's double-tongued. You damn right they're there for them. But they think that they are there for them to help, but the mercy of the wicked is cruel. Okay, you gotta read between the lines with this guy. All right. So, anyways, I got some more for you. Okay, we got that. I got some precepts for you. We got that. And check. Guess what? I got something else. Okay, let me go back here. Okay, let me see. So now check this out. All right. So look at this. I said, what would cause the U.S. government, the Babylonian government, to control its citizens with AI and robot police? This is a really good question, and it's something that's been debated in policy, tech ethics, and political science circle for years. Okay? In reality, governments don't just wake up one day and deploy robot police or AI systems for total control. Okay? Oh, look, another update. Trump gives Hamas 3 or 4 days to respond to Gaza plan or pay in hell. Listen. Call halal abanawa Yahweh Bashim Yahushai Bashimmer Kakwada. It's jumping off the page. Okay. And we told you that they were going to play this whole peace game, and then they're basically going to have the world thinking that now it's up to Ishmael to say Khan or La'ah, and because they didn't respond, it's the trade-off, baby. This is the trade-off. Okay, this is the point we're at in chess. Okay, it says systems for total control. They usually justify it under certain pressures or conditions. Here's a breakdown of what could lead to that kind of situation. National security concerns. T-Squad, remember? Black Swan event. Okay, they could claim, Ishmael did this, someone did that. Boom. Now they have to put in military and AI and robot police. Governments might justify AI surveillance and robot police as necessary to prevent T-Squad, mass this, or cyber attacks. And then you just had a situation where Esau claimed that he thwarted a situation where Moab was going to shut down New York City's cell phone systems. Okay. Foreign threats. All right. See this? Civil unrest or large scale protests. That's right now. All right. Second Esdras 9 is on and popping. And because Second Esdras 9 is on and popping, this is what Esau is doing to combat that, which is doing another prophecy. So as one prophecy card is played, he now was playing another card, and it's still fulfilling prophecy. If protests become frequent, which they are, widespread, which they are, violent, which they are, a government might use AI-driven non-lethal robotic policing is safer for officers and crowds. See that? Look at this. Okay. Yes, we got to send them to them dangerous American cities. Cities mentioned. Nero named cities as Chicago, New York, Los Angeles, Portland as examples of places that are unsafe and require intervention. Justification, previous actions. Problem, reaction, solution. You see that? What is that? Hegelian dialectic? I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. Excuse me. Reaction. The proposal drew immediate criticism and raised concerns about the use of military in domestic affairs. Illinois government, but it was okay when you used military against Gad. That was okay. You see, oh man, this devil. But anyways, let's keep going. Let's see what else I got for you. Back to this. AI can be used to track potential agitators. Well, you just had the whole January 6th situation, and they said there was over 247 FBI agents. Wait a minute. Let me look that up. Jan 6, 247 plain clothes FBI agents. This guy is funny, man. Let's go into this. News report in late September 2025 indicates that an internal FBI document revealed 274 plainclothes agents were deployed during Jan 6. Come on, man. Okay, come on. See, Donald Trump, who suggested that agents were provocateurs. See that? You see how easy he can paint the face of a criminal, paint the face as a usual suspect, not knowing that he's behind the scenes pulling the strings? Okay, so let's keep going. So can we expect something to happen in one of these cities where military is being deployed to beef up the situation? Absolutely. In so much that then he's specifically targeting us or people that look like us? Absolutely. This is why it's called Jacob's trouble. This is why we need divine intervention. What you going to do against these left-handed angels? AI, robot police, robot dogs, robotic Skynet drones. You've seen Terminator. Okay. All right. Let's see what else we got. A big step towards predictive policing. See, meaning because what you posted online, what you've been saying, we believe that you're going to do this soon. See, this is why we need divine intervention. Isaiah 59:19. So shall they fear the name of Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Shai shall lift up a standard against him. Now, I believe this word standard also goes into turn invisible. Let's see real quick. But it's going into spiritual power. So you will have, in particular, members of the elect that the Lord will bestow spiritual powers on to flee, to escape. Let's see, to put to flight, drive, cause to disappear. Okay. So the Lord is going to grant the ability of spiritual powers on portions of his elect when the time of no day like it takes place. And Esau specifically targets us, which is Second Ezra's great insurrection. We have to get that. Oh my goodness. This is a beautiful movie that's playing out, and you have to bring these precepts out for the picture to be painted from the scenarios that are taking place. Second Ezra 16. And let's see here, Second Ezra 16, and right here, Second Ezra 16 and 70. For there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. They shall be like madmen, sparing none. Okay, robotic police, ICE, DEA, FBI. All right, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord, for they shall waste and take away their goods, which FEMA is allowed to do that in a time of scarcity or war, and cast them out of their houses. Look, then shall they be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as gold in a fire. And how are they going to be tried? Through the idea of piercing. Okay, right here. Okay, through the idea of piercing, because once they come in like a flood, once they're going to these cities to so-called stop this danger, well, they're also going to be housing you. And then what are they going to be doing within that housing you? They're going to be forcing a mandatory mark. Okay, so you can be tracked, traced, and controlled. All right, which it's a sinister it's more sinister than just that. Look, cost saving and efficiency. Robots don't need pensions, healthcare, or sleep. Okay. Technological creep. The U.S. already uses predictive policing algorithms. Wow. So they already are accusing you. They already are accusing you. Facial recognitions and drones domestically. These are incremental steps. Each new step is usually justified as just a tool, but combined, they create a surveillance ecosystem ripe for abuse, just like in the movie Batman, when he abused that technology and was able to see damn near every person in the city. Look, pestilence or disaster. See, pestilence or disaster, corporate-private partnership, BlackRock, public consent through fear. If the public is made fearful of crime, remember we proved it. The KGB already did an experiment where they needed less than 2 months of bombarding people with information to make them believe whatever they needed them to believe. So all he did, look, he did with the HAMAS. All he did was bombard you with graphic pictures, claim that there was hostages, and that everybody's emotions ate it up. Okay, so what he's doing, this is why he's got certain situations of so-called white people, being attacked, being hurt, being unalived. So the general public of people are going to start looking around at every single person of color as a threat, as a T squad, as a potential attacker. So we need military to come in and stop them. See? So it's a beautiful scenario that's actually playing out. It's a beautiful scenario. Let me see if I can actually show you a picture of that. Let's actually see if I can go to my channel. And I want to go to the posts. Let me go right here. All right, real quick. Let's see. Not this one right here. Let me see. For some reason it doesn't allow me to see these, but in here I had there it is. Okay, so right here, okay, watch one more, or is it the other one? Is it this one? Where is it? There's one in here where he shows, these Edomites that are victims, and Jake is the aggressor. Okay, so maybe it's not loading. I got it in here. Look, the curse. I got it in here. I thought I did. Or maybe I didn't post it. I probably got it in my other phone. There's so much stuff we're just posting and sharing and putting out here. It's a lot. But anyways, I was gonna share it with you to show you, like, you have right now Esau doing this campaign. The C. Kirk situation, the Ukrainian nurse that they claimed at the train. Who else you got? You got a couple other Edomites. So what they're showing you right now, they're making Esau feel on edge, and this is why the public will consent. Okay, let me actually share another thing for you. Military tells U.S. citizens, we're here for you. Okay, let's see. 8 hours ago. Let's see. Let me see. I just want to get the picture for you. I guess I could probably go on World Star. I know I've seen it on there, but there was a video of the military walking down the street, and there was two Edomites like having lunch, and he was like, "We're here for you." Who do I want to put in? I want to military tells U.S. citizens. Let's put troops. Let's put troops. And let's just say Chicago. Let me see what comes up. I don't know if they're already in Chicago. Okay, they are in Chicago, but there was an in particular video that went viral. Let me see if anything comes up. But I mean, I could see it in my head. I just wanted to show it to you. Blah, 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 blah. Yep, right here. Look, news reports in late September 2025 indicated that Trump administration requested the deployment of 100 military troops to Illinois for federal immigration enforcement, a move opposed by Illinois state officials. News reports make no mention of troops telling citizens, we're here for you. Okay, well, look, now I'm going to do this. Okay, it's the Day of Atonement. Where we got to go, where we got to be. All right, we're here to be holy anyways. What we got to waste or speed up with the lessons. Check this out. So I'm going to put this in the nigga news, and nigga news is going to find it. Okay, you got to look past the ass and the tits and the adultery. Watch this. All right, let me see. We're here for you. I literally seen this the other day, and I was going to do a video on it, but I've been refraining from using World Star lately. Okay, well, look, let me show you. Watch. Let's go down. Let me go down. It's a little, my Wi-Fi might be a little messed up. All right, let me see. Okay, all right, nigga. Let's back out. Watch this. All right, I literally seen this on here. Okay, so mind the nigga shit. All right, daughter, this. Oh, look. Oh, okay, try again. Oh, and then, yep, that's another video going viral. So the public is already afraid. Okay, the public is already afraid, and they're definitely ready. All right, let's get out of this. Let's get out of this. Let's go right here. Let's go like this. Watch. I want to show you this. Okay, I want to show you that. I want you to see. All right, and they're specifically telling Esau, we're here for you. So now they're using this talking point so the public accepts military in their streets. All right, fuck it. It ain't popping up. I'm gonna let it. I'm gonna just listen to spirit, whatever. All right, you look it up yourself. But I'm telling you right now, I came across the video. Let me get this lesson done. Sometimes the Wi-Fi acts up. Satan, the Prince of Air, troops, robot police, and AI surveillance for safety, not realizing the long-term loss of freedom. Yeah, Jacob's trouble. Let's get this now. Let's go to Daniel. Oh, this computer's acting crazy. Okay, I'm gonna have to hurry up with this lesson. It's Satan. It's Satan. Okay, it's acting a little slow. Let me see if the audio's still good. Sometimes it just cuts right out. It's Satan. Okay, so we're still live. I want to go to Daniel 12:1. Brother can post it. You can see the computers acting crazy. Day of Atonement. The famine of hearing the word is upon us. So we got a lot of things happening. Okay, it says that that Daniel that okay, let me get it. In the book of Daniel, the 12th chapter, Maya Ka'ala, Daniel 12:1. At that time shall Maya Ka'ala stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people, and there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. This is why in Jeremiah 30:7 in the NLT, it says a time of terror that no nation has ever seen. And at that time, thy people shall be delivered, everyone that shall be found written in the book. And that's who? That is the elect. Okay, that is the elect. All right, let me keep going. Real world signs already here. Robotic dogs, Boston Dynamic tested in NYC police work. See, they don't just do things randomly. All right, they get the kinks out. Drones in many U.S. cities for crowd monitoring, predictive policing, software like Predpol, Peloton, I think Pelletier. What else? AI facial recognition, proposed smart cities. Key issues oversight. The difference between safety and control and comes down to laws, transparency, and limits. Without strong oversight, AI and robotics can absolutely drift towards authoritarian control. He spake as a lamb and then he spake as a dragon. The cruel Lord, Isaiah 19. This is all culminating. Okay, it's all taking place. See? Jeremiah 30:7 in NLT. In all history, there has never been such a time of terror. It will be a time of trouble for my people Israel, yet in the end, they will be saved. So we're definitely in this time, man. Okay, we're definitely in this time. Remember Jade Helm. Okay, all this is going to start lining up perfectly. Okay, so culmination refers to the final decisive point or highest stage of something, or the act of reaching that point. We are here now. Okay, we are here. So we're in the time to be expecting the unexpected. That's the time we're in. There's a lot of information. There's two things that are in the air. It's military and technology. Okay, it's military and technology. They're both in the air. You got the third world's woe brewing. You got everything switching over to digital. All right. And then you got crime-ridden cities that now Esau is claiming he wants to clean up. So you got a lot of control coming down the pike. You got a lot of it's going to get accusatory. Okay, so Jacob's trouble is definitely on the way. Hey, keep your head on the swivel. Watch the news. Watch what's going on. Watch what they're saying. All right, everything is coming out, man. It says at the end, it shall speak and not lie. All right, so I'm gonna leave it there. Adon Ratazah will be going live again and doing a Day of Atonement lesson, if it be the Lord's will. I pray that you brothers and sisters are in good spirits. Take this time of the Day of Atonement to pray. Really have your spiritual conversations with your power. Okay, pray to Yahweh Shema Shai. Be holy, be separate. Be glad that you're not in the flesh. Be thankful that you can be in the spirit. Rebuke this sinful, disgusting flesh. We are at the end. Okay, this is a very beautiful and precious thing that we're doing, and it's mercy that the Lord is allowing us to serve Him. In comparison to just being a lost Gentile with no thought in the world of what's going on around you. So, take this as a very beautiful time to reflect and be appreciative. Okay, we're in a great shift. Okay, so get out of that. This woe is me, it's bad. No, we're in a time of now what? Okay, like the elder Yashwamba say, something happens, now what? All right, we keep moving forward. So just keep praying. Okay, so I pray this lesson was edifying. I just want to say, call halal, abanawa, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Rakakwadash. Double honors to my elders, bishops, and apostles of Great Millstone that do well. Peace, safety, and salutations to the Lord's elect. And remember, man doesn't live off bread alone. With that being said, shalom.